everybody. It's your boy, O'Shea Dude Jackson. Back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk.
Dima, my brother music. Oh yes, guys, here is another episode of the lovely and beautiful Tamar Braxton. I mean, she can sing, not as good as Tony Braxton, but she got vocals, okay? She is controversial and she is very interesting. The only problem is Tamar cannot keep a man. Give her a sound effect, Nemo. So remember the last relationship that Tamar had, she really had a nice guy, Mr. David Edefeso. In fact, David Edefeso is a Nigerian man who's a great business guy. He even went to Harvard. And you know what? The family kind of messed that up. You know, she was under a lot of stress. She was suicidal, and this guy stuck with her, although she had a lot of personal problems. So she ran him off, right? Before that was Vince Herbert. He was the record producer, music executive. They were married. Remember they were married when Vince was like real big, and then Vince lost a lot of weight, and then they divorced, and I think Vince's life has been on the up and up ever since. He's got Tamar Braxton out of his life, and he's happy as hell, right? But now then there is Tamar, who, for guys you don't know, she had a collaboration set up with Kevin Samuels before he died, and it would have been very interesting to see Kevin and Tamar interact. But Tamar is now 45 years old. Still looking decent, but 45 years old. And now she has put this particular video on Instagram saying that, well, she needs a sugar daddy to come and pay her bills. And the caption says, now that retrograde is over, I can speak my mind in Jesus' name. Oh my God, I'm too expensive for myself. Can I get a dun 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 sound effect, Dima? And that's not all. You see, stop the show. Dima, please do not post her twerking because the video's going to get demonetized, and Dima loves to get fucking videos demonetized. But anyways, she's taking a lot of thirst trap pictures, guys. And now she's trying to learn how to twerk. She's in excellent shape. She still looks very good, but you see, the twerking is what she's trying to get some attention from, hopefully trying to get somebody to check for her. But see, I think a lot of ladies get it wrong. Ladies like Tamar Braxton, I know that she may have had some surgeries here and there. I'm not sure of that. But Tamar Braxton, I would argue, her problem has never been looks. Okay? Tamar has never had a problem with looks. Tamar comes from a family of hellions. What are hellions? These are people who raise hell. All of them are hellions. The mama, Tony, the sisters, all of them are bona fide hell raisers. And despite being very talented as a woman and can sing and has, you know, in my opinion, honestly, I think she has some decent looks. She keeps herself together. But guess what, guys? It's not good enough. And see, here's the problem where women don't understand men. Ladies, this is 2022. I want you guys to know this because I love you. Not that I want to be nowhere around some of y'all because I don't want to get gunshots, Zima. I'm not trying to get shot at. Some of y'all is violent. But I'm just saying, listen, this is 2022. Today I had a very lengthy conversation with my daughter. Who? Not my real biological daughter, but she's my daughter. She lives in Poland. She's a Uganda lady. And we were talking about the differences between the time where her real parents got married, and they're so very married today, and to the dating world right now. She's 21 years old. Okay. And we were having this particular debate. And the ladies in this era, even ladies who are in Tamar Braxton's generation, because the thing is, they're influenced by the youth. They believe that what keeps a man or gets a man is looks. And that's partly true. It can get a guy to, you know, go out with you, go out on some dates, go out on some trips. It can get you momentary relationships. But will it make a man choose you long term? You see, the things that Tamar Braxton get away with in her 30s, in that generation, can never work today. The reason is the world is just too competitive. Guys, what are we talking about here? We're going to talk about something that people don't want to talk about. And that is, a lot of guys are no longer sitting around waiting to be somebody's sugar daddy, especially for somebody with a track record of someone like Tamar Braxton. Tamar Braxton is not in any shape or form unable in looks department to get somebody. But the thing is, 45, you've been married, publicly your situation's out there, information is easily accessed, and there's somebody in the same entertainment world that instead of dating you can date somebody like Chloe Bailey, who is half your age and probably wants less of the demands that you want. Or there's somebody, let's say like Chris Rock, who can date somebody like Lake Bell, who won't be in the spotlight. That's the issue that we're seeing fundamentally today, is you're seeing a lot of serious competition. Let me say it again. Competition from many players in the outside world. You have in the places like New York City and Los Angeles, forget about you going to Brazil. You can go to New York City and there's Colombian women, there's Brazilian women, there are white women. And if you're the right guy, you have access. The question is, why spend my money on Tamar when there's other opportunities? You have the Dominican community. See, and we're not going to be able to get around this. This is the problem we can't get around. And ladies have forgotten that your day-to-day attitude is what will convince a man to want to stay there long term. Sure, any man can date you for a few dates and all that in 3 or 4 months or a year. But what is your long-term attitude? And see, Tamar is looking at what the attention seeking. Okay, the twerking. Okay, taking the body pictures, looking like the Instagram models. That's not going to cut it. What can you do to appeal to a man's interest to say, out of all of these women, I want to take care of you? Many women don't even know. And even in the 40s and 50s, what men want, what makes them want to marry you, what makes them want to do all these things. They don't know. They know what they want from the guy, but they don't know what makes the guy go. And you still haven't figured it out. Oh, all I got to do is twerk. And it just doesn't work like that. The game is not that easy. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell, check out the first comment at the top. And as you know, the buffoonery remains at all-time high. I'm out.